Welcome back.
Welcome? Question mark?
Who are we?
We're Hundera, and this is Character Snark. We're playing Soul Calibur II, and I have also completely forgotten the answer to that question, so I'm gonna have to check it real quick. Bear with us, just 1 second.
Wait.
If you check character profiles, we can tell who we're on. We're on Nightmare, apparently. So...
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to... It's been like 3 weeks since we've done this. We've been so super incredibly sick. Like,
and also we did a bunch of Skullgirls.
Yeah, this is true too. So which Nightmare do you want to play as?
Shirtless is probably better.
Okie doke.
Because he actually has a face this way. And a glowing eye nipple.
Yeah, he does have his ridiculous glowing eye nipple.
It's a little, like, conspicuous. It's also off-center. It's not where a nipple should be.
No, not really. So welcome back to Character Snark. I think I've already said that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Soul Calibur II. We're playing as Nightmare, and Soul... It's a game.
So he's heavy, but he's faster than, like, Astaroth,
He's
right?
faster than Astaroth, but not by much. He's still very heavy, and it's really obvious.
He doesn't have as much build-up on his swings, though, right?
Yeah, because Astaroth has that weird thing where when he swings, it,
He needs to build up momentum because it's an axe.
Kinda. Like it's a really long, animation. But yeah, for him, it's a little bit quicker. He's got pretty good range, too, so he can kind of just do the thing where he's sort of just beating on people from a distance. This is going to take some getting used to because it's been so long since we've done this.
It's been a while.
Character Snark and Soul Calibur, just in general.
Although we pretty much had Soul Calibur down to like nice, tidy 30-minute videos. I don't think we're going to have any trouble.
You know, I hope that we wind up with that again for this as well.
Yeah, so we have Nightmare, and then I think after that it's just Ivy, right?
I think we have one other person, and I can't remember who
I think it's Ivy. And anyways, there's unlockables we don't have that we have to figure out what to do with.
We'll probably have to do a story start. We'll start having to do
Weapon Master mode or whatever.
For Weapon Master mode. That's how you unlock pretty much every character.
Yeah, I look forward to that eventually.
Yeah, I don't know when the hell that's going to be, but look forward to it.
Yeah, we don't really have like a set schedule. Bye, Killick.
Bye, Killick.
Bye, Buddhist Jesus or whatever you were.
Bye, Babu.
Okay.
That's what I thought you were gonna say,
no.
But you took it in a different direction.
I took it in an accurate direction for Killick. So, Nightmare, white guy, European. There's a lot of various kinds of Asians in this game. It seems like it's mostly Asia and Europe. So, I'm gonna guess, like, there's no boats to go to, like... I mean, well, there have to be boats.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, this game takes place across Eurasian continental stuff. Mostly.
I don't know if that's even entirely true, because stuff like this is France?
Eurasia is like just all of Europe and Asia,
okay,
right?
Fair.
I mean, am I using that term wrong?
No, you're saying it right.
Yeah, but like it's white guys and like various Asian countries, but a lot of China.
I guess, yeah.
And we don't have a guy from Africa, do we? Even though you'd be able to get there.
I don't know. I mean,
not
think
easy.
So. No, not easy. I don't think so. Not off the top of my head, but I don't know. It's a Japanese game.
Yeah.
So
like I'm just thinking, I don't know exactly what the time period of Soul Calibur is. I'm going to accept that they've probably discovered the Americas, but that it's probably reasonable for someone from America not be in this game. Because they would probably kind of be hard to get to. Actually,
too fast.
What causes the distribution of the Soul Edge pieces? Do we know? Do they just fly off when you make your wish?
I'm assuming no. That's never been the case. A, you don't wish on it, and B, they don't just fly away. I think it's just literally...
It was broken up and then sent across the country.
No, it was broken up on purpose, but then lied about, and the pieces were left in place, and they just found their way to different places.
Okay.
It's either magic, which is very likely...
Right, they flew off.
Or it's literally just people are compelled to take them and don't realize it.
So I'm just trying to figure out...
there's a bunch of like different things where it's like, oh, well, there was a fragment in a treasure room or something like that. Like,
yeah. But I'm trying to figure out if... Oh, hey, you're dead.
Yeah, I lost.
Like, is it viable for like a piece of the Soul Edge to have ended up in America and then someone from America finds it?
I don't know. Probably.
Whether a colonist or a native or...
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay, but there's none in this game, so it hasn't happened yet.
No.
Yeah, I forgot how to play this.
Well, if you die, I'll just take the controller back.
I've never done Nightmare really either, so...
Yeah, a lot of his moves are pretty much identical to everybody else. So.
I'm losing, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
good job.
I was building up something big, and she bapped me.
No, you did, but you took too long.
Yeah. So maybe this is going to be the first time in a while that Character Snark for Soul Calibur is giving us trouble.
No, it'll be fine.
There we go.
It's not that big a deal. I'm interested in seeing what Nightmare's backstory is, if only because he's probably like the biggest backstory character in this game.
Because he owns the Soul Calibur. Or
the Soul Edge. No. Is it the Soul?
We still don't know.
I think it's the Soul Calibur.
The Soul Sword.
Because I think the Soul Edge is the good one, and that's the one without an eyeball on it. I think his is the Soul
the good
Calibur.
one inside the bag one?
No.
Like, it's inside the weird fleshy stuff?
No, I think they're two completely different swords, because the Soul Calibur, or the Soul Edge... Okay, the evil one keeps getting broken up, so it wouldn't make any sense for the good sword to be inside it.
Yeah.
They're two separate swords.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't know these things,
From now on, we'll just call them the Masamune and the Muramasa. It's fine.
Yeah, that's completely, like, good. So one of those is Inuyasha's and one of those is Sesshomaru's, right?
No, that's not...
I am the greatest nightmare. That's great that's a line he gives. I'll show you the greatest nightmare.
Yeah.
Because it's him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he has a real name that's not Nightmare, but that he maybe picked it himself in high school.
His name is Knight Alan Mare. Nightmare for short. That's what's on the back of his football jersey.
Alan?
I don't know.
Oh, I died.
He really hates it when you call him Nightmare, though.
Yeah, that's probably true. If you call him Nightmare, he probably looks at you funny, like, what does that even mean?
Regardless of whether his middle name is Alan or not. I don't know, he looks like an Alan, does he not?
No, he looks like a Sephiroth.
You wouldn't call him Bruce. You might call him, Gabriel, but I was looking for a
Yeah,
a
he
name
looks
that worked
blonde
better.
enough to be a Gabriel.
Knight Gabriel Mare.
Maybe. I was going to get her
family,
off the thing.
Yeah, I noticed. His family raised horses.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm losing
He picked the name Nightmare in high school and wrote it on his notebooks, and it was his MySpace username.
I like that he has, night clothes, like a suit of armor, but it's only the pants.
And he doesn't put a K in the front of Nightmare either.
No, it's normally he's just full on, a big, crazy purple knight. But look at him right now, he's just wearing, knight pants and nothing else.
And he tucked his cape into his pants.
He looks so goofy. In retrospect, is that not, silly?
Yeah, no, he looks like he's going through a middle school phase.
I'm sure that the creators were like, no, this looks super cool. And it's it's kind of badass, but at the same time, he's just armored his legs.
And also, this game includes, Astaroth and Necrid and shit, and Elvis. So, you're up against stiff competition.
But at least he remembered to pack the codpiece on, the night pants.
Yeah, but he's still, Voldo's in this game, so why not go all out, dude?
A full-on knight? He does.
Or
we're the one who
codpiece.
picked this.
I mean, if you're gonna
just
be
a full body codpiece.
If you're gonna be a big hulking monster, be a super big hulking monster. If you're gonna be a weirdo in a codpiece, be the weirdo in the codpiece. If you're gonna be Sephiroth, at least put on a wig.
There's no in between. You're either a monster or someone in a codpiece. Nothing else.
Fuck, what if a monster puts on a codpiece?
No in between. No in between. He has to be one or the other. If he puts on a cod piece, he ceases to be a monster.
Is this like a Garden of Eden thing? When you cover your nudity, you have to be like...
Look,
you have to go out into the desert.
Nightmare was a big honking monster until he put that cod piece on. Now he's just a dude.
Is this
a dude
true?
in a cod piece.
I figured having the sword has something to do with him being whatever he is.
No, it's all the cod piece. It's the soul piece. It's forged from like
Maxie.
demon armor, and it's used to protect your doink.
Maxie should have protected his doink.
I
got him there.
Sword?
I think he'll.
Like,
oh,
no,
he almost
just
showed
out
me
of it.
just
No.
slicing him up the legs.
Yeah. What's up with the weird? He's got like claw marks on his arm or something. But
It's
they
a
almost
tribal
look
tat.
like. Yeah, I was gonna say it almost looks like a tattoo.
Yeah. Also, he kind of strikes me when he says that stuff. Sword, give me strength. It's like just while you were like at parties, I was mastering the blade. Like this guy's just. The more he kind of fails to look like evil and spooky, the more I just think that he's a nerd.
Yeah, he's one of the, Christ, what is it called? Like the
Chunibyos, yeah,
Chunibyo,
like
yeah.
me.
No, that's untrue.
No, but like it makes a character more likable, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Like he looks like he looks like he's doing some of these victory things, like just sort of in his room in the mirror, and then like I said, he's putting him on like his MySpace where his username is Nightmare, but he has to put like an X and then a capital X and then a lowercase x in front and under it, and there's an underscore and then 69. XXX Nightmare XXX underscore 69 because regular Nightmare was taken by like Voldo.
So he needed to slap X's and 69s all over.
Yeah, the X's let you know he's cool.
The 69 lets
And
you
now
know
he's
even
like
cooler.
fighting his past self or
Yeah,
something.
looks like it, right?
You're too weak for that.
Oh, burn. Gonna shove him in the locker.
Yeah, Raphael kind of looks like a GameCube short-haired David Bowie from certain angles.
Maybe a little.
I think I might be the only one who sees that, but like it's there. You kind of see it when he's head on.
Yeah. So,
I'd never noticed that. I'm just saying.
Nightmare referred to Raphael as a wretched human, so now I'm thinking, first of all, is he like a demon? Second, he's a furry.
I think he's a demon now. I think maybe he was a human to begin with. He may have been an angel to begin with, and now
Maybe.
he's like fallen because of the sword.
Well, he's fighting someone named Raphael, so that would be interesting.
Well, then he's like the Shredder, I guess.
Totally just like, he was jumping and I just hit him in the ankles.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow, he's
There's no way
just-
to break those things, is there?
No, he's just repairing the hell out of your torso.
Yeah, and then I got him.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I want to see that final blow again, because I basically just poke him with our lobster claw.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
I still don't know what I'm doing with these moves. I just know that you motion and you button. And there doesn't seem to really be, like, button combos so much as just good motions that go into each other.
Yeah.
The only game so far that I've actually seemed to have competently learned how they work is Skullgirls. So far.
Well, that's good because Skullgirls uses like generic motions. So
Okay, yeah.
quarter circles and like
Where this one
single,
seems to
sometimes
be
double
kind of
pressing
like
buttons, like-
if you just kind of treat it the way you were doing the sword swipes. You kind of go like a quarter circle up, and he does it with the sword, like almost.
Yeah,
literally.
this game's a little
Not
bit more weird about
always.
inputs and stuff. Like,
It's not always a 1-for-1. You're just swooshing your control stick as if it were a sword. But
it ain't Tekken, so like
we
at
haven't
least
done a
there's that.
Tekken. I haven't played Tekken since I was like 12.
So Tekken motions are absolute insanity. You have to pick a character and stick with them because there's no way you'll be able to learn the
oh,
moves of
okay.
everyone.
I always would play as either the girl who looks like Talum, or I played as the guy who looks like Axl Rose. One or the other.
I can't remember these characters. off the top
I
of
want
my
to say, is the one.
Careful,
from
you're fighting yourself.
Okay, cool. But like it was Zhang Gua's the one in this game who's like the Chinese girl with cute hair.
Zhenghua is in this game.
So it's Xiao Yu is the
I
other
was going to
one.
say there's Xiao Yu is the
She's
one from
just,
Tekken.
this is a Chinese martial artist girl who's probably like 18 or under and has like cute little buns or cute little, like a pixie. Oh, hi, Yoshimitsu. Or, no, that's not.
It's Astaroth, I guess.
Astaroth has like a UFO
I
spin?
don't know. I've never seen
like,
it.
Haven't we seen Yoshimitsu do that?
Yeah. It might just
Yeah.
be he's using somebody else's weapon.
Maybe.
A controller.
Okay. There you go.
6, 5.
Yeah, no more than 5. No less than 5.
No
Oh,
more
he's
than
Voldo.
die.
Gonna fight over that MySpace username. This is canon now.
Yeah, this is the fight for MySpace.
This
I
game came out at around the time that MySpace was still relevant. What was it, like 2003 or something? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I do not remember.
Maybe.
But I want to
Maybe.
say the most recent, like, iconic big 3D Zelda was still just like Majora's Mask at the time, because this is a GameCube game. Like, they didn't have Twilight Princess yet.
Yes.
So,
but
like we
Wind
know
Waker,
this because you know what? Yeah, but I don't know if we can.
Did you
I don't-
completely forget about Wind Waker?
Well, it's not the right kind of Link, because this game does not have Toon Link in it.
Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm thinking
I mean,
Wind Waker
it
might not have been
could.
out
That
yet.
that would have been cool, but like yeah. He's
And
not.
I mean, I did kind of forget about it because I was thinking about the Link in this
Yeah, no,
game
that's
being
fair.
Ocarina Link. I did kind of just completely glaze over
So
that.
I think that's the good sword, which makes sense because I guess he's holding the evil one.
I still feel like you can make a
Yes.
compelling argument for them being one sword inside like a bunch of crusty crap.
No, wait, is it both of them?
There's 3 of them? What does
What
Nightmare
happened?
have?
Resist the evil presence. The dormant soul within him awakened.
Now he's got his armor on because it's the illustration.
Sanity regained, he took his sword in hand and vowed to never sleep again as he wandered the land.
Never sleep again?
Eventually, he came upon a crevasse that ran deep into the earth and cast the sword into its dark abyss.
That's a
He
bad
then
idea.
destroyed the path leading to the chasm and became its guardian for eternity.
Congratulations, you're stuck in a hole.
I built this hole!
And you can never sleep. You're in a hole and you don't even get the sweet bliss of just taking a nap. What the fuck is that? All right.
I don't know. It's
well,
bad choices. Nightmare
gotta
is
go
all about
read
bad
about it.
choices.
I like how like they kind of defaulted his face and texture of his eyebrows and stuff to just kind of be judgmental.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So back into the museum to look at him again.
Yeah.
Because now we do have him unlocked. He's so dark in that profile pic, by the way. I thought he was still, locked.
Yeah,
do you
I
want to
can
look
see
at the
that.
armored or the unarmored version?
I don't know. I like that when you change it, his profile makes him look like he's doing a vampire snarl.
Yeah, a little bit.
Also, if you do it this way, when you go in and mash his voice clips, it won't be as funny. So you want his face
I think it's the same
exposed.
both ways. Oh, you mean like his mouth
Yeah.
won't be moving? Yeah, all right. Oh, so Ivy and everybody there.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Nightmare, age unknown, birthplace unknown, height 5'6".
Wow, actually,
He's
that's
shorter
kinda
than I
small.
thought. Yeah. Weight 209 pounds. I almost said
I
2
can
and 9.
I can believe that. He's bulky. He's built. He's got the big arm.
Birth date unknown. Blood type unknown.
I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out what type of blood he has. I'm gonna say crab blood.
Yeah. Weapon soul edge. Zweihander type.
What was that other thing? What?
Weapon name soul edge male.
What?
I don't know.
I didn't know the edges
soul
were
edge
gendered.
was gendered. Yeah,
I
had
didn't
no
know
idea.
this. I mean, wait,
Discipline-
they are sentient, right? Did we establish that?
I think
Are they?
It has an eyeball.
Okay, so
And
I guess
flesh,
it might
so maybe?
it might have a gender
I
identity
don't know.
then.
Discipline styles memorized by Soul Edge.
What?
So the
Is that how it
sword
works?
knows the fighting style.
Okay. So the sword's possessing him, and it's got like a spirit in it that is male, right?
I guess.
If they're pointing
Maybe
that
the
out,
sword is just itself though. Maybe there's no
wait.
human
There's a
spirit or
girl
anything.
version of that because otherwise they wouldn't specify, right?
Maybe?
Is the
I don't-
tiny
I don't
one
know.
a girl?
I don't know.
I don't
Family
know.
unknown. Originally, he was the leader of a group of brigands known as the Schwarzwind, Blackwind, whose stronghold was located near the Roman Empire.
I see your Schwarzwind is as big as mine.
Yeah, he left on a journey to find Soul Edge after his father was murdered. Eventually, on a Spanish harbor, he came across a sword emanating a strange aura lying beside the corpse of a pirate.
Sure.
The dead
Pirate
body
sword.
returned to life, covered in flames, as if to protect the
Is
sword.
that Inferno?
I guess. Upon defeating the apparition, he reached for the hilt of the mysterious blade. It was then that he heard the voice of Soul Edge. It told him that if he used the souls absorbed by the sword, he would be able to resurrect his father. From that moment on, the man became Nightmare, the evil knight who would go on to strike fear into every corner of Europe.
I appreciate the sentiment. I understand wanting to bring back a dead parent,
He
but
killed-
this seems extreme.
He killed for 3 years thereafter to feed his sword with souls. But his dream was crushed when a warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose him. Wielding a spirit sword called Soul Calibur, a sword with polar opposite energy of Soul Edge.
Is that why they specify the Edge is male? Is the Soul Calibur female?
Maybe.
I'm assuming they're doing it that way.
Yeah, possibly. Nightmare and Soul Edge were defeated, and they both fell into the collapsing void. He somehow managed to survive and regained some of his sanity. Along with lucidity came the horrifying memories of the sins he had committed, as well as the realization that it was he who had murdered his father.
Did we know? But he went to go avenge his father and found the sword, right?
I guess
That's
he
what that
didn't
said,
know.
right?
Yeah. He knew Soul Edge must never fall into the hands of another man. He set off to be as far as possible from other humans. Yet he awoke every morning to the sight of people he had slain during the night. The evil blade took over his body while he slept.
But if he chucks the blade into a crevice and then, guards the crevice and no one can get in because he destroyed the path, does that not mean he can just take a fucking nap?
He'll never sleep again.
Okay.
Also, he chose
Guilty
the name...
sleeps have got no rhythm.
He chose the name Nightmare before the sword started possessing him in his sleep.
Yeah, I mean, these summaries might not be super detailed because they're basically
it's just
translated
I'm just
from
saying,
Japanese and summarizing, what was it, 2 other games?
Yeah.
So I can accept that maybe this is not, an accurate blurb, but what?
So when he's awake, he's good Nightmare?
But is there a good Nightmare?
I don't know. After 4 years, he was once again Nightmare, his body taken over by Soul Edge completely. He began to pursue the fragments of Soul Edge in a mission to fully restore itself. Will there ever be a day when he will be Siegfried Stoffen? That's his real name?
Okay, they didn't list that up at the top either.
It ain't Alan, it's Siegfried
They don't know
Stoffen.
his blood type or his butt type or anything, but we know that he's Siegfried. Okay.
Yeah, also, I'm guessing
Siegfried
that...
Stovetop.
Because at the end of his thing, he had the hold on, how do I open up the camera there? At the end of his thing, we had the Soul Edge show up along with the Soul Calibur. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that this sword on him, because he was collecting fragments of the Soul Edge,
This is just a chunk of a smaller sword somehow?
is not the Soul Edge. This is just a sword, and Nightmare is possessing it or something. Because Nightmare is the Soul Edge fused with him, and he was looking for the body of the Soul Edge, so I'm guessing that the Soul Edge split itself, and he's half of it.
This might make less sense than we're trying to rationalize, honestly.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm just gonna stop
Do we have a
bothering.
description for this stage yet? Have we had have we
it's
covered
here.
it
I haven't
before?
read it yet.
I don't think so.
Oh, Christ.
Ostrinsburg?
Ostrinsburg.
Oh, I don't know how to say.
Ostrinsburg. I don't know. Fuck. I'm not good with German.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing
The
with
broken
that.
wall of the chapel reveals a somber scene of the castle ruin, looming in the distance. The ruin is what remains of Ostrin-Hinsberg Castle that bore witness to the clash between Soul Edge and Soul Calibur 4 years previous.
Ostrinsburg, maybe?
Ostrines, maybe.
Maybe.
This chapel was the epicenter of the events surrounding Nightmare that transpired a few years before then. No one has dared to visit this chapel ever since, but mysteriously, some say that the chapel bell can still be heard once in a while. Rumors say the bell itself rings itself in honor of the chosen warriors.
Okay, so just
Ghost
some other shit
bell.
happened here in a different game, and he just sort of lurks here sometimes. These are some great lines. Can I just sort of soak in some of the edgier lines? Go up to some of the... I mean,
Yeah,
go
hold
ahead
on,
and do
hold
your
on.
thing.
Okay, there's some better ones coming in here too.
Okay.
Soul.
He kind of looks like he might pass for a Dark Souls NPC, honestly.
You know what? Yeah, he kind of does.
But, like, I mean, I still
Okay,
get
here-
this
here we
really
go.
big
So-
Chuni vibe off of him.
Yeah. Offer
So
your
those
soul,
things are
annihilate.
sometimes the same.
Sword, give me strength. I will show you the greatest nightmare.
It's me!
It looks like he smiles halfway through.
He's got a bit of an accent, but it kind of sounds like maybe it's really badly faked.
bloodbath.
Are you getting that vibe?
Yeah. My thirst
Also-
is endless.
Also, he kind of sounds like he's trying to narrate a movie trailer, but only a little.
There's 2 versions of I will show you the greatest nightmare.
Oh, let's hear this one. Nice lip sync. They probably, by the way, used a like a program for the lip sync that kind of matches it with the audio.
Okay,
Instead of doing it manually.
we're going to back out of this in just a second, but I would just want to point out the difference between these is very clearly that there's an ellipsis after you on the second one. Listen to it here.
I will show you the greatest nightmare.
Okay.
And then
I will show you the greatest
Yeah.
nightmare.
They had to. They did it's the same recording, and they put a gap between 2 words and gave it its own entry. Okay, I don't understand game development. I trust them.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
me
even know when
neither.
because that's usually used when he wins, right? Or is that
Yeah,
before a fight?
I think I've seen it for both, but I don't know.
I don't know.
We've been too busy talking about him to
versus
pay
battle.
attention to him.
Yeah. Who wants to be Nightmare?
I don't know.
I'll be Nightmare.
Are you any good with Raphael?
I'm not particularly good with Raphael.
Okay. Then I'll be him because I'm probably about the same for both.
You gotta choose the...
Yeah, where is it? There it is.
Somewhere.
There
Is
it
that
is.
it?
It's got no
I
roof.
can't even tell. Yeah.
In your sword.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
Oh, and his hair's red now.
Yeah,
Do you think
and
that's just
he's
part of
also
the
got
helmet?
monster eyes. I think that's just part of the helmet, yeah.
Oh, I almost dodged that. Yeah.
God. Awful.
Yeah. Yeah. We should probably keep talking.
Yeah, no, you're ruining me though.
I
don't
think
know.
it's just literally that I'll like press a button and I kind of remember which buttons are like vertical, horizontal,
Yeah.
and kick. And I swing the control stick as though I were actually swinging the sword.
Well,
and usually it works. Or
I'm
this
just thinking
happens.
about the fact that I don't think that there's a single character in anything ever that uses a rapier who isn't a dick. Like,
Yeah, well, it's a nobility weapon, and people using it usually have to hold like a stance. So
Yeah.
it just feels pretentious because you're kind of just. I don't know. I think it's mostly it's an ability weapon, and they're usually French. So
yeah, well,
most-
rapiers are French.
Yeah. Most of the time, you just sort of go with a French stereotype of some sort, and a lot of those are Snoopy. I mean, snooty.
Hey, Snoopy can be French if he wants, okay?
I don't know why I said that either. It just came out wrong consonanted. I accept it.
Okay, either way, Raphael just killed me, so...
Yep. I'll show you the greatest
Jeez.
Raphael. It's me.
Final thoughts on Nightmare, I guess, but, like...
He's crawling in his skin so hard that his skin turned to crab skin.
Look at Raphael right now! Right now!
That's just gonna keep going.
Jesus!
Just keep going, dude.
Okay,
World record,
Good
man.
night,
You got
everybody.
it. What are your final thoughts?
I don't know, Nightmare's crawling in his armor.
Your copies me. Okay, have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Never stop thrusting.